Faithful followers, this is your old pal, brother Jack Angry. Things keep improving for us here at the Monastery of Mayhem and with the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. We want to welcome our newest sponsor, Big Brain Tattoos at 1123 Jackson Street in the Old Market here in Omaha. They are our newest sponsor, and we would like everybody to stop on down and say hi to Smitty and Lenny and the rest of the artists down there. Get a price on a tattoo, and next time you decide to have work done, be sure and visit Smitty and see what he can do for you. Now back to the show. Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna, the cougar from hell.
Hello.
And our wayward brother, Brother James.
Our rusty bucket.
What's up, bitches?
And we're bringing you a really great film tonight, faithful followers. We're bringing you the 1964 classic from Vincent Price, Masque of the Red Death.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh. Now, to give you a little bit of the plot of this film, Vincent Price plays the Satan-worshipping prince, Prospero. He invites several dozen of the local nobility to his castle for protection against an oncoming plague of the Red Death.
Which I don't understand, because he believes in going to hell, but then there's the Red Death that he's supposedly saving everybody from.
Well, it's like he probably knows he's going to hell, but he isn't in a hurry to go there today.
Oh, okay.
You know, so he wants to postpone that trip as long as possible.
I see.
But yeah,
But burn everyone's village and kill all men, women, and children at the same
as
time.
long as it's other men, women, and children, and not his.
You see in the book it says Satan-worshipping prince.
Oh.
I don't think a Satan-worshipping prince is going to help the sick, do community service.
I've never dated one of those.
That you know of.
Yeah.
Well, if you're a Satan-worshipping prince and you'd like to date Inferna, write us at the show and we'll set that up for you.
And the line forms behind us. Thank you.
Yes. Ain't nobody getting to that till we get there. Have a nice day, people. Anyway, oh, this is what happens when you mix cold medicine and
hot beer.
And hot beer, yes. Anyway, Prince Prospero holes up in the castle with several dozen of the local nobility against the Red Death. He orders his guests to attend a masked ball amidst a atmosphere of debauchery and depravity.
Did he say masked balls?
I was going to say, it sounded something like
No,
that.
I said masked balls.
I've been to a
You're
couple.
going to mask your balls?
I've been to a couple of those parties.
No, I didn't say massive balls. I said masked balls.
Oh.
Okay, yes.
Massive.
Moving on.
Perhaps meatballs?
Okay, that's enough of that. You know, we do have to get this on public
Let's
access.
save the spaghetti.
Okay, when did I lose control of this conversation?
About 15 minutes ago.
There you go.
Chop,
well,
chop.
Anyway, debauchery and depravity, two of our favorite things here. Now, he notices a mysterious hooded figure dressed all in red. Believing that figure to be Satan, Prospero is horrified at the revelation of his true identity. Basically, it ain't Satan, people. But the film goes on to star quite a bit, actually has quite a bit of action, quite a bit of drama, and quite a bit of
Not
really
that
good
action either.
Yeah.
No, none of that
I keep
action.
waiting for one of those films, but that doesn't happen.
Well, it's like, yeah, I'm going to talk.
Not 19, or what is it? 16 something.
Well, the film takes place in 1600.
Yeah, there you go.
But the film was shot in 1964, and let's face it, there wasn't a lot of nudity then either. To give you a little bit of, trivia about the film, Roger Corman and Daniel Haller, the producer and directors of the film, they wanted to make the film look more opulent than the earlier productions by using sets left over from the movie Beckett, starring Peter O'Toole and Richard Burton. This was Roger Corman's first film that he shot in England. He later went on to film quite a few productions in England, saying that he was in love with the English people and their culture and the fact that it was so much cheaper to film a movie in England than it was here in America.
Really?
Yes, from what I understand, Britain actually, at the time this was filmed, the British film industry was almost dead from basic mismanagement, corruption, and people just not giving a damn. You know, so the English government was courting quite a few different film production companies to come to England to shoot their projects. American International jumped on it because the British government actually gave them quite a few breaks in taxes and duties and other things, making it extremely lucrative to shoot the film there, as opposed to the United States where they would have been taxed up the yang, you know, as it were.
Thank you, Uncle Sam.
Yes, it's like, go, thank you, Obama. You know?
I love Obama.
Everybody beats up on Obama.
I know, I just feel so sorry for him right now.
Now, here's a side point. Now, everybody remember when Obama got into office? He was a young, strapping Muslim socialist. Now he looks like a grizzled old man.
It's usually what happens when you're president.
Well, let's face it, no we can't. And as far as, what was his slogan? Hope? Well, we found out where that went, didn't we?
Yes, again, he's just not the strapping young Muslim socialist he used to be.
But his wife still looks good.
Well, I got a mental image in my head. I've got to get that out.
Yeah,
Hold on.
kidding.
Hold on. Got to scrub
Yeah, I
that
got
off
to
the
think
mental
about that
image.
too real quick.
Oh, man.
Okay, we can move on.
All right. Well, all right. We're going to get back to the film, The Masque of the Red Death, starring Vincent Price, here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama, and I'm going to get some serious therapy while we're on the break. Enjoy.
Shit, empty. I need more beer.
It's all gone.
Well, greetings, faithful followers. What do you think of Vincent Price and The Masque of the Red Death so far?
Go, Vinny.
Go, Vinny. Isn't this scary?
I think he's in love with that redhead big time.
Well, yes, the redhead
Everybody
played
loves
by
the
Jane.
redhead.
The redhead played by Jane Asher was quite popular in the '60s in the British entertainment industry. She'd starred in quite a few films and British TV productions. Now, the actress who did steal the show was Hazel Court, playing
Is that the one that burned her chest?
yes, playing the villainous Countess Francesca. Prospero's wife and or main squeeze, or
Who gave her soul away to the devil.
yes, and there was actually a scene in that. There was actually a scene in that where Hazel Court where they filmed the scene where she was in the process of giving her soul to the devil. They actually showed a African witch doctor, a Chinese shaman, and several other religious figures who were tormenting her and torturing her as she was giving her soul to Satan. That scene somewhat disturbed Hazel Court, who reported she had a period of several months after the filming where she had rather, to her words, horrific nightmares about it, and she had spent a period of several weeks in a British sanitarium recovering from that. She chalked it up in a later interview to just too much stress of the shooting of the film and too much partying in the London nightlife scene after it. But
Groovy, baby.
Too much wine.
too much wine, yes. Now,
That's what it was.
Jane Asher asked Roger Corman if she could visit the set, if a friend could visit the set and join them for lunch. She explained that her friend was a musician who was about to do his first gig in London. At the end of lunch, Corman wished the young man good luck with his concert and never really thought anything else of it. Now, Corman had never heard of the friend until he read about the concert's success in the next day's newspaper. And who's that friend, you might ask?
Mick Jagger?
No,
I don't know.
Paul
I'm
McCartney.
thinking of beer.
Oh, Inferno wants a beer. Jeez. We'll get you a beer in a moment, dear.
Brother James is out.
Well, this happens a lot around here.
Brother James is way ahead
If
of
anybody
you.
would like to contribute to the Brother James Beer Fund, you can find our address on the website, and we do accept donations of small, unmarked bills.
Brother James is a bourbon fan by choice, so...
Even pennies. They were.
Yes, if you want to send us a bag of pennies, we won't turn it down. We don't turn anything down here, people. We do it all. Anyway, there was an interesting scene where the tiny dancer played named Esmeralda was actually played by a child actress whose name escapes me, and she was also accompanied by another dwarf named Hoptoad. They were drawn from, those characters were drawn from a short story Poe wrote called Hoptoad, and it was inspired by an actual incident in 1393 where King Charles IV and 5 of his lords dressed and chained themselves as wild men in a masquerade, and their costumes caught fire from a stray candle spark. 4 of the lords died, and the incident became known as the Bal des Ardents, which means Ball of the Burning Men. And I didn't say burning man's balls either. Woohoo! So, you know, that's a little bit of...
So that was the precursor to the modern rave, perhaps?
There you go, except they set 4 Englishmen on fire, or 4 Frenchmen on fire.
How about the part where the prince likes to humiliate people, and the one guy was laughing like a pig, and then he makes the other one crawl like a worm.
There you go.
And then the one girl was a jackass, so she had to be a donkey, and then everyone else just followed, thinking it was so hilarious.
Well, that's how they
looks so stupid.
That's how they behaved at many of these medieval gatherings.
So wait a minute. 4 Frenchmen burned?
Yes.
Well, that's a start anyway.
And a dancer got slapped.
Yes.
4 down, 4 billion to go.
Well, anyway, we don't. Now, we don't want to say anything about the French. What's the national industry of France?
The manufacture of surrender flags.
That's right. Did I tell you I recently bought a French rifle that was used in World War I? It had never been fired and only dropped once.
Oh, nice.
If there are any Frenchmen out there, sucks to be you. Well, that's enough of that crap. We don't want to keep ripping on the French, although we do
enjoy it.
Yes, we do enjoy it so much. There was over, to give you a little bit more trivia here, there was over 2 miles of corridors that were built in sections spreading over 3 sound stages for Jane Asher to run through while she was being held captive. You'll see a scene where she's running through these different colored rooms, and those were actually like a series of long hallways that they had constructed to make the sound stage really massive. And to give you a little more trivia here before we go back to the movie, this film was the final movie that was shot on New York's WNEW 5's drive-in movie. The program was dated July the 2nd of 1988. So after that, the station changed ownership. It was now WNYW, and they really didn't want anything to do with horror movies or any of that because the station had a somewhat Christian management, and they were going more towards programming like the 700 Club, Billy Graham, and Bishop Sheen, as it were.
Surprised there was no riots.
Well, it's like, unfortunately, horror movie fans are somewhat easygoing until you push them too far, and then look out. So nobody just thought to complain, and really what could you do? I mean, the station was under new management. But anyway, we're going to get back to the movie Masque of the Red Death here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shaka-Rama.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
More beer! More beer!
More beer.
Poor Brother James.
Yes, poor Brother James. You lush. Well, greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry. Brother James is still bebopping along to whatever noise he's listening to in his head.
It's the highway.
Okay. You've had how much of this crap so far?
Not enough.
Well, okay, well at least you're smiling, so that's a good thing.
I love my job. I can drink.
I can drink
whenever I want.
I can drink constantly, and I do. You just don't see it, people. With this group, what else have I got to do?
Drinks a lot of water.
Yeah, water, scotch, bourbon. You know, I'll drink anything. I'll even drink kerosene if I can get it, people. But anyway, back to the movie. So what did you think of the movie Masque of the Red Death with starring Vincent Price? What did you think of Jane Asher as the beleaguered heroine,
and Hazel Court as the bitchy countess with the really well-endowed chest who branded herself in it, which is just kind of like taking a spray can to Mount Rushmore. But
Yeah, that's just not cool.
no, it's like,
Yeah.
Not cool.
well, you know the saying, save the tatas. You know, I wonder if she wears one of them little pink ribbons for breast cancer.
Yes, we're all about breast cancer awareness here, people.
Yes. Although breast branding, you know, there are clubs in Omaha where you can have that done, but you have to pay through the nose.
Moving right along.
Yes, but we don't know anything about that.
No, that would be wrong.
No.
Oh, no.
We're a family show. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm sorry, I got something caught in my throat. Like my heart. But anyway, so tonight's film, The Masque of the Red Death, was actually one of Roger Corman's better pieces, and kind of defined his genre of Vincent Price's time at American International, and the various Hammer film productions. Was done in the same vein, in the same traditions. Really great production values, really lush sets and costumes, and really high filming values, and so on and so forth. So we're going to give this film, we're not going to give it 5 Reggies, but we are going to give it 4.5.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd give some good Reggies.
Yes.
Because I've seen YouTube and they've got some high ratings, only 7 dislikes. They're in the 200, almost 300-ish likes.
Yes, it's like, yes.
Nice costumes.
Yes, the costumes were fantastic.
YouTube.
The ending of the film, you know, with the red death, the blue death, the green death, the black death, all the different colors of death, the guys in the different robes, you know, each one is a different plague, and, you know, the ending of the film, the guy in the red cloak wasn't Satan, it was Death, the Red Death himself, and they all kind of got effed up at the end there, but hey, they were a bunch of douchebags anyway.
Douchebags.
Yeah. See, look, she's even having a good time.
It's like I just don't know what to respond to.
I know, it's like I'm kind of lost for words myself,
Me too.
and
Well, it's
that
like-
never happens.
I do it every time.
Inferna's wearing a very lovely outfit today, people.
It's
and-
like,
Okay, but in those high heels, what are you, about 6'3", 6'4"?
oh, probably. I'm 5'8.5" naturally.
Okay, and what are those heels?
I just look like
Those
6,
heels are like
maybe
what, 6 inch?
2, 3.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
they're
that-
6 inchers.
That would make her about 6'3" or something.
yes, very, very dominatrix-like, you know, and we love her for it, and judging by all the responses that our viewers have given, you guys do too. So keep
You're
those
sure as
cards-
hell not tuning in to see this freak of nature in myself.
Well, it's like...
I hope not, anyway.
I love you.
Yes, and we love you, Inferna.
I love you too.
Yeah, you're hot. All right.
Yes, it's like what that we could, people. But anyway, next week's film, we're going to be running the 1983 space opera Star Crash, starring Marjo Gortner.
Oh, Jesus, not Marjo Gordon.
Yes, Marjo Gortner.
Marjo, what the hell kind of name is Marjo? Jesus.
And Carolyn Monroe as Stella Starr. The movie also stars Marjo Gortner as Acton,
Oh, for God's
Christopher
sake.
Plummer as the Galactic Emperor, and Hamilton Camp as Robot L. So you're definitely going to want to tune in for that one.
Robot
Hey, it's-
L, what is that? Robot Lousy?
Well, L. Loser!
Loser! I watch stupid films for a living. Loser!
Yes, but where else are you going to do what you love? Anyway, that's going to be coming up next
No
week.
comment.
Here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Shakarama. From myself, Brother Jack Angry, Brother James,
Peace out, homies.
and the lovely Inferna.
Peace.
Good night, unpleasant dreams, and let's keep America on top. Watch Whore Hosts.
Good night.
Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna
Hi.
and Sin. And we just wanted to take a moment to welcome our newest sponsor, Big Brain Tattoos in Omaha, Nebraska. Now they're located at 1123 Jackson Street, which is on the backside of the old market here in downtown Omaha. We hope you'll stop by and see Smitty, the owner, and Lenny and Jason, two of his best artists. And they will be happy to answer all of your questions and deal with whatever your tattoo needs are, whether you're just pricing a tattoo, you have a design, or you need a design. Lenny and his artists will be happy to draw that out and set it up to your satisfaction. And all of their work is backed by Smitty and his artists, so you'll never go away dissatisfied from Big Brain. So be sure and check them out and tell them the Angry Brothers sent you. And if you'd like to check his webpage out, it's www.bigbrainomaha.com.